Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom,
And I'm like,
and today we're cracking open a new bottle of Glendalough single malt Irish whiskey.
whoop, whoop.
So I want to first and foremost thank my buddy Tom. He actually hooked us up with this guy
Thanks, Tom.
on there. But let's get right into the particulars of it. Since we're so close to St. Patrick's Day, let's do an Irish. That's what we said with this one. This is a nice heavy box. I do want to say, it's not paper box. No, it's like a
They do the Irish and or some of the Scotch. They are pretty efficient.
It's actually like the fancy presentation. We're gonna give them that.
You didn't spend crazy money.
No, I don't know what it originally is. Someone I bought it, but it didn't start this. But all right, let's get into the proof. So this comes in at 92
right at
proof.
the dots.
Yeah, you're on the dots, all right.
Right here.
So this comes in at 92 proof. We got it for $50 even, courtesy of Tom, anyways. This is a 7-year. This happens to be batch number 1. So this is a single malt, but it's finished in a Japanese Mizunara oak cask. So it's matured in American oak bourbon. The cask produced, it says cask produced for Glendalough Distillery out of Wicklow, Ireland, and is, according to the internet, the first Irish to use the exotic Mizunara wood. So
Okay. And the little twine is to represent the mixture of Irish and Japanese.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what the story said
So-
in the bottle.
All right, the bottle reader did his job. I will say, I'm curious to see what this smells and tastes like, because when we did the other Glendalough, if memory suits me so, it was one of the few that I picked out when we played our game, because I got the sawdust. It really brought
This is
sawdust.
bringing you way to a unique land.
All right, let's see. Hey now. Now
but
we've done
it's
Mizunara and barrel.
I know, but it's somewhat familiar, but I don't know if it's that.
No, I think it's that sawdust thing. I mean, I'm gonna have to try a taste of it. This is definitely unique. I'll give you that.
It totally jumps out compared to what we did yesterday with the Irish blend.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I think we know we're over there now. I'm trying to picture what I'm smelling though. I'm gonna have to get. Let me get a sip.
Jumping.
Coffee. That is a big coffee aftertaste at the end.
I'll give you I don't know if it's big.
It's big. It finishes with coffee.
Because it's stuck on my tongue now
Yep.
that you have that residue. Of
Yeah.
that. But that's not the nose.
No, that's the very end. My little pea brain, we only react so off. The very last thing I tasted was coffee.
No,
it finished it with
it is.
Remember that one you had that was in a coffee barrel? It's giving me that much of a coffee
I don't think
flavor.
it's as bad as that. Remember the one prior to that we did?
Yep.
That had a hint of coffee. I forget what that was. Was that a Missouri?
It could have been. I don't remember. So many whiskeys, so little time. On the nose, I'm getting what I was thinking. I was actively searching for it though, so I don't know if I would get that originally. It's a different nose though.
Huge.
But I am. There's like a hint of a maple syrup in the background.
I'm not getting that.
Smell again. You're broken. But no, it
I'm
is.
not getting that. It's something though. I should know that nose. I should know that smell, and it's not popping into my head.
It's literally pour a bottle of maple syrup on sawdust after you just ran like the band. I swear to God.
That.
Well, I'm just saying that's what it is. It's a combination of like freshly cut like 2x4s, and then maple syrup in a background. That's what the nose smells like to me.
Not to me, but I should know it though. It's
100%
pretty pronounced.
That the maple is jumping out. And when I roll this on my tongue, I get that mapley, sawdusty, same thing you smell, but it finishes with a coffee.
It definitely does finish with a pretty pronounced coffee.
Yeah, like
as soon as you do a swallow and then you rub your tongue or whatever, it does.
It's on there.
It gives you that flutter of a coffee. I'm 100% on that.
Yeah.
I just can't pick this nose.
He'll get there.
It's not what you're saying for me.
Then what is it?
If I keep telling you, if I could figure it out, I'll tell you.
That's what I'm getting. So any one of you that have
not what
tried
I'm
this, leave a comment down below because that's where it's really bringing me to. I get like because Glendalough did that to me last time anyways. It's like, not that you eat the sawdust, but like when you are cutting, 2x4s on like a drop saw or skill saw, it's sawdust is flying around and it gets that flavor in your mouth. And that's what I'm kind of I get a hint of that, which I don't dislike at all. I actually like the other one, but there is like a hint of like a maple syrup on the nose in the front. But there's a sugary sweetness when I roll it on my tongue until it turns into a.
I'll give you the sugary sweetness, and then to a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get all that beginning story of yours. For me, it doesn't happen for me. But for an Irish, this is actually very unique, and not so much. I'm not even gonna say it's in a bad way. Again, coffee is definitely not my profile, and it definitely is the last thing you taste.
It stays too. It hangs there. It hangs.
It is definitely there.
I want to give it an A+ for complexity. Just this is very. It has multiple flavors in the nose. It has multiple flavors when you roll it on your tongue, and it finishes with a huge coffee presence on the end. There is that's just it. I'm not going to give that's not the grade, but when it comes down to complexity wise, this is multiple drinks in a bottle. You know what I mean? There's a ton of flavors.
I was leading into that.
I apologize.
And you brought it to the next level, so thank you.
I
was there because I was saying the same thing in different words. It's the nose is totally unique, and the flavor.
I'm gonna tell
this no. I should know this nose.
I'm telling you, it's way tucked under the sawdust. It's way back. There's just a hint of like Mrs. Butterworth in there.
No,
she's in there. I'm telling you, it's in there. It's a maple syrup.
For you, it's not for me. This nose, I don't think we've had a nose anything like this.
Mm-mm.
This is
I'll agree with that.
Right out there, and not in a bad way. I'm not. I actually probably like the nose better than the end flavor.
You've got me really thinking. There is a huge coffee presence. So if you don't like coffee, this is not for you. I actually just stopped drinking coffee over the last week just to see how bad my headaches were going to get because I used to drink a bunch of it. And this is bringing me right back to it. Like this really has a huge coffee finish for me on this one.
No, it does.
Yeah.
There's something prior to it too. There's a flavor before. It's not your sawdust and syrup.
I'm telling you, that's what I get.
Yeah, that's for you. Good for you. Not for me. But it's definitely a lingering coffee flavor at the end.
If you don't want to go with maple syrup, a bit o' honey. Do you remember the bit o' honey?
I know what bit o' honey is, yes.
I could go with one of them when you were eating one of them because those have that little mapley, but it's not maple. It's the honey flavor. And a little bit o' honey's in there. If you don't like maple, I'll go with that one. But there is definitely a sugary sweetness.
In the flavor, I'm not getting. There's a different nose though. Why can't I?
It's deep. It's like when you're doing a scotch, you got to get by the smoke, and then you can get the fruit in the back. This one you got to get by the sawdust, and then you're gonna get that little hit of the maple syrup on the bottom.
I could almost even go with like a smoke on the nose. No, I'm not getting your sawdust.
Okay. Anyone who's tried this, leave a comment down below. I'll be curious what your tasting notes are on this one. Because, again, that's what pops into my head. When I did this the last time.
No, I think it did actually say shit on the bottle.
No, it might.
But I didn't.
And
I didn't relay
I'm pretty sure it's not going to say
like it.
Sawdust labeled in maple syrup. But
wonderfully light floral and fruity Irish single malt.
Oh,
I'm not getting floral.
I don't get the fruit. I get more of a maple than a fruit. I can see. I actually really like this.
I was going to say I'm not sad with this one.
No,
it's definitely it's highly in the unique category, but not really in a bad way. No. And then again, it does have a coffee flavor, so not crazy on my end, but I'd be able to drink this. I'm drinking it, and it's not.
I mean, it has so much flavor and taste for a 92 proof. First of all, it doesn't. There's no water-esque at all in the flavor.
That and yeah, it's not the most. It's not whoop.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it does because that coffee flavor hangs around on the sides. It drizzles down.
I'm curious now that you said that. We have a couple Mizunara Woods with barrel and somebody
Was
else.
it coffee?
I'm gonna
Because
have
I
to-
couldn't
I'm gonna
remember
have to-
if that's what it was.
I don't remember. Is that the aftertaste? Like Amberana brings the cinnamon toast crunch. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that.
We
I
haven't
don't
done
remember.
many.
No, we
one or
only did a
two.
handful. But I don't remember. I thought it brought a sugary sweetness.
But it has that
more.
a
It-
little
oh,
bit.
100%
It does
has
have
that.
that in the beginning as well.
There's
This-
like a rock
this-
candy sweetness in there.
This
It's
nose
like-
though is way different.
Mhm.
Way different, but it still brings me into that land.
I actually really like this. I'm gonna go on board. Don't get me wrong. I like the. My mind went. What is it? What is the ones you like? The Irish that we did. You had the cast strength.
It's been a while. Oh,
Yeah, it had the PX version and the. I like
Lu-
those.
Style or whatever.
No. Anyways, I like those flavor wise. Yeah, that was Lestau was the wood, but that wasn't a name brand. It was.
No, I know that was one of them. I
wanna
know
say feathers or
it's
something.
red breast.
Red breast. There you go. Good job, Mike. I'm stressed out over
No.
here. So the red breast, the Lestau with a PX version, I like that flavor better, but this is just
in
as
their blue
complex.
box. That was
Yeah, you had the
really
cast strength.
Yeah.
I like that flavor better, but
But
complexity wise,
by
this is
50
crazy.
times, honestly, I do like that flavor
I
way
agree.
better.
I'm
Because this
I'm
has got a
agreeing.
coffee end to me.
Correct.
To this, but it's if you like coffee, I bet you'd be whistling Dixie. Actually, if you had this, I bet
In
I-
coffee, you make your Irish
Well,
coffee with it.
with a little Irish cream. This could make a fantastic little nighttime sipper.
That's the name
if
I
that's
leave 'em, buddy.
well, or when you go to the restaurants and the fancy ones, and they're like, okay, here's you can do the, and they always have an Irish with an
Right.
Irish cream and
Right.
type deal. But this would work in that.
Oh no, I
It's-
agree.
It's cheap enough.
No, it again. I don't know what the actual MSRP is. I got hooked up with this one.
Yeah.
So leave a comment down below. Grade. I'll give you mine, and you can bounce off of me. But I'm like an A minus.
I was gonna say I'm like B plus.
Okay, because I know this isn't your jam, but this is one of the more complex Irishes we've done, hands down so far. Other than the red breast that I had mentioned, those were very good. For you know what I mean?
I think they were a step above this, but
Which we would have probably A plus them at that. I don't think we were doing grades back then, but this
We weren't.
this just brings me back to some of the ones that I said. There is a ton of flavor. You may not enjoy all the flavors
No,
that are in
I'm
it,
with
but
you.
you
It's-
can't like compare it to the one we did yesterday. You know what I mean? The St. Patrick's Day or 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It leaps and bounds more complexity than what was going on with
knows
that one.
everything
Yes,
on that.
yes.
Is it again, like you said? Is it my favorite profile? No. But this is for what it's doing and what it is. I'm not sad.
It's actually drinking
But
hotter than a 92 too.
And
like
and then the only other
flavor-wise.
thing, I mean, if this is a $140 bottle, it would maybe be back into my BB plus. But at $50, this is fantastic.
You're
At
not
A
supposed to
minus,
judge
B
it on
plus.
the price. But
How can you
I agree
not,
with
though?
you. Because we don't do the price
I
half the time.
understand.
Half the time we don't have it.
Because when we're blind, we don't know.
We
But
don't know.
Again,
Yeah. No, I agree with that. And so normally,
It's
a lot of
7
times I
years,
get it
too.
like half off. If
7
it's $100,
years,
so this is a
actually-
$100 bottle all day. Nothing wrong with that.
no, and it's a 7-year
Yeah. So
whiskey. So
I don't know.
it's-
I don't know. I like that. Which one you want? A minus, B plus? I don't care either way. It's right there. All I'm going to say
I'm
is
with you. Yeah, pick it.
there's a ton of complexity for an Irish whiskey. Because a
I-
lot of
I
times our
agree.
complaint is that one note,
Yeah,
bland,
whoop.
just goes right down. This lasts. It's not flavor you enjoy because I know you don't like coffee, but it lasts in your mouth.
No,
and it
it's
stays.
still there. I
Yeah.
mean, I've been kind of talking for a
Right.
bit, and it does still stick around. It is that leftover residual coffee,
Right.
but it's not in a bad way.
Again, all you guys that are watching it, if you have had this, leave a comment down below. I'm curious to see what you get on the front of that because really, I do get that. It's sawdust with maple syrup in it. That's what it smells like to me, but in a good way. I mean, if you could take that in a good way. So,
I always loved walking into a wood shop.
no, because it's got that great smell.
It does.
Now just pour maple syrup on your head. You'll be happy as a clam. Then you're going to be like, ooh, I'm Glendalough. You know what I mean? You can be there. So, well, there you go. That is our Glendalough single malt Irish whiskey finished in a Japanese Mizunara oak cask. And again, that's our review. leave a comment down below. I'll be curious to see what you guys get out of this. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.